Hello, everyone. My name's Xavier, and I am so honored to be welcoming you for the first time to YouTube's newest hit talk show, Zay's Safe Space, where I can't guarantee it'll be yours, but it'll damn sure be mine. Now, since we're a new talk show and we're bringing in the new year, I wanted to start things off with a bang. So today we have a very special guest with us that I'm sure you're all dying to meet. All right, this man needs no introduction. He's the reason why you're all here. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up for the man, the myth, the legend himself, Isaiah Xavier. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
No, thank you for having me. I was really excited when I got the call. So yeah, it's really an honor.
I know it is. So first and foremost, wow, right? I mean, you look amazing. Okay, your skin is glowing. You've got inches down to your ankles. You're a Grammy, Oscar, and Tony winner. You smell like peace, wealth, and success. I mean, I might rob you myself if I could. No, I don't need to have a lot of money. But I'm in awe. I'm just trying to take it all in right now. Thank you. No, I'm not done taking you in. So how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm motivated. I'm optimistic. I'm just ready to take on whatever 2024 has in store for me.
Of course, as you should. Given the amazing year you had, who wouldn't? You're living a life that some of us can only dream of. You know, Grammy nominations, traveling, brand deals, touring with household names like SZA and Beyonce, gracing the cover of Vogue. I mean, you really left no stone unturned last year.
Yeah, I'm just so blessed to be able to.
Oh no, I didn't ask you a question yet. So wait till I ask you a question and then you can answer. Okay? Thanks. That's a huge reason why I wanted to have you as our first guest of the season, because I wanted to take a deep dive into your journey and the space that you existed in 2023. You know, to be able to access who you were this past year.
Was that supposed to be a question?
Yeah, it was.
I don't know what you're asking me.
Okay, so it would be so kind of you as to tell us your journey from last year and where it left you in terms of the transition into the next year.
Yeah, there were a lot of highs and lows that I went through in 2023. I actually started the year off at a pretty low, despite being on the cover of Vogue. I had a panic attack at the end of 2022, which led me to have this like residual, incessant anxiety for the first few months of 2023. I was constantly paranoid from sunrise to sunset. I was anxious. I was scared of everything, and there seemed to be no off switch. You know, and I'm not someone who tends to deal with social anxiety or fear or even embarrassment all that often. So it was pretty difficult for me to navigate. It was a pretty steep uphill battle, having to develop effective, coping strategies and tools to help manage my anxiety after not having any for 22 years. But fortunately,
So I couldn't help but notice that you were single for the entire calendar year. Is that correct?
Yeah, I was.
And do you think that's because you were a mentally unstable ball of nerves that no one wanted to be burdened by, so they left you at the earliest chance that they could get, or?
No. Like I was gonna say, that was a very short chapter of my life. My therapist actually
made you realize that you were the problem and the cause of all your failed talking stages. What about you? Are you in a relationship? No? That's what I thought. With them weak glasses, those aren't even prescription. The girls want to be Velma so fucking bad. And your iPad is blank. You illiterate. Is it your temper? Is that why you're single? Is it your temper?
I don't have a temper. Okay, Mr. I don't get upset.
Anyway, I think that's the perfect transition for us to call for a commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
I guess I gotta go. I guess it's time to go.
Fuck it up, 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 fuck it up.
And we're back with more of Zay's Safe Space, where I can't guarantee it'll be yours, but it'll damn sure be mine. All right, we're joined with the easily irritable Isaiah Xavier and are ready to hear more about his roller coaster of a year. From dealing with anger management classes to never knowing his father.
I never said I didn't know my
I actually
father.
wanted to tap a little bit more into your dating history because you tend to keep it pretty hush-hush about who you're seeing behind closed doors. And I'm sure that everyone in here, including myself, is curious about who you've been seeing recently. So tell us, what was dating like for you last year?
No matter where I go, I can never seem to avoid that question. No, I put dating on a bit of a back burner for a majority of last year. I had just come off of a pretty disappointing situationship, talking stage, whatever you want to call it, at the end of 2022 that kind of put me off on dating for a few months last year. So I kind of just, took a lot of time to focus on myself and not take things too seriously. Because, like we tend to value romantic connections and validation a bit too much. You know what I mean? Like so much so that we lose our confidence and our self-worth and our love of ourselves. You know what I mean? And I really wanted to take the time to like tap back into that. You okay?
Yeah, no, it was just boring. I had to like change positions. Oh, you can keep going.
Yeah, so I dated here and there and was just having fun and developed a bit of a roster. And was just trying to prioritize making more natural connections with people as opposed to trying to force romantic connections with them, because truth be told, like majority of the people that you come across in your life you're not going to be compatible with, and that's okay. And when you accept that and you look past the physical attraction and the flirting, you start to realize that you have a lot more room for people, like new people in your life than you realize. You start to recognize like, oh, this person doesn't suit me romantically, but they still motivate me. They still make me want to better myself for myself. Those are the types of people that you want to hold on to. It's like, I want to keep you in my life because of this feeling that you invoke in me, this connection that we share. People can fulfill unique roles in your life that aren't strictly romantic, but still have a certain level of intimacy and sincerity in them.
Oh, that's beautiful. I think, and everybody should view relationships like that. Yeah.
Thank you. That was a really big thing that I had to
So about that roster, is there anyone on there that you think our viewers might know?
Nope.
Oh, come on. I'm sure there are some noteworthy people on that list. Come on.
Not at all. And even if there were, I would rather swallow 5 Popeyes biscuits whole with no beverage than tell you.
Isaiah. So you didn't get with anybody that we know last year. Not even a certain, I don't know, Messiah Dixon?
No, he's my roommate and my best friend. Nothing more, nothing less. Next.
I mean, you say you're best friends and roommates, but we all know what that means, right?
Yeah, that means we live under the same roof in different rooms and split rent. Next question.
Oh, okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay, well, the world may never know what the real answer to that question is.
I just told
Are you anti-black?
What?
Look, rumor has it you don't date minorities. Okay, we don't have a single shred of evidence of you and Messiah being together, but don't think that we forgot about a certain photo that was leaked a while back of you hugged up with some man of Caucasian descent. Yeah, this picture caused quite a bit of commotion when it was first leaked. So why don't you tell me what this is about? That's my friend, Nick. Okay, we were starring in a short film together called Reprieve, which actually comes out this year. And in it, we play a couple. We had a photo shoot for our characters to use as set design, and that was one of the pictures. And him and I are actually acting in a mini-series together right now called Just Friends by Precision Entertainment, so you guys should watch the first 2 episodes because they're out already. Okay, but you only date white men, right?
Who's telling you this?
I mean, come on. Let's cut the bullshit. Okay, we've never seen you in a relationship before, let alone with a minority. You grew up in the suburbs. I mean, let's be honest. It never gave pro-black, right? So I see you traveled a lot this year.
Yep.
Where'd you go?
I went to Turks and Caicos, Tulum, Puerto Rico, Miami, LA, New York. I took my mom and I on our first cruise to the Bahamas.
And how was that?
It was actually pretty therapeutic to make memories with everybody. I live pretty far from most of my close friends, so any chance that I get to see them, go on a trip with them, I hop on it immediately. Because that was actually a really big thing that helped me get out of that deep hole that I was talking about at the beginning of last year. I was by myself so much that it kind of felt like I was doing everything by myself. But then, they helped remind me that no matter the distance, I'm always going to have that support system.
So are you a top or a bottom? Hello, everyone, and we are back once again with the man whose bedroom preferences are only known to those whose business it is, Xavier. So now that we've covered all the important things that happened to you last year, we would love it if you were just to tell us the biggest takeaway or lesson you learned from 2023.
That it's okay for me to take up space. That it's okay for me to advocate for myself and stand firmly behind the things that I want and need. I spent a long time lessening myself to make room for other people. So much so that I just stopped being seen by other people and myself, honestly. And I'm not doing that anymore. If I want something, I have to make that happen for myself. I have to speak that into the universe. I can't expect anybody else to advocate for me if I'm not willing to advocate for myself. I can't get the things that I want if I can't confidently take up the space that's necessary for me to accept it. If other people are allowed to succeed and thrive and take up space, then what makes you think that I'm not also deserving of those exact same things? So in 2024, we take up space, putting myself out there and allowing myself to be as great as I know I can be.
Oh, word. Give it up for taking up space, everybody. Right? Oh, wow. Okay, so what's on the agenda for the new year? What should we be on the lookout for from Isaiah Xavier in 2024?
All jokes aside, I plan on being even more consistent this year on YouTube. I'm actually very proud of what I did last year. Despite the tail end of the year, I didn't post anything for November and December, but that's okay. But I'm still very proud of myself because going from the years before, 2022, 2021, didn't have any YouTube videos out for real, to posting 12 videos and low-key committing to a schedule for a short period of time. I'm proud of just being able to say that I did that last year, but we doubling it and giving it to the next person this year. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna double down from the top of the year to the bottom. So I'm gonna be even more consistent on YouTube. I have a lot of really good ideas that I'm really excited about for you guys. I really wanna be outside, same as last year. You know what I mean? Trying to add some more stamps to my passport. So hopefully y'all get to see that. I really want to experiment with my style this year, y'all. Get into my little fashion bag a little bit. You know what I mean? Try different aesthetics. and work on my image a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I kind of just be showing up as is. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be seeing me pop out with the bonnet. Y'all be seeing me, you know, real casual, hair not done. I mean, the face card gonna eat every time, but I really want to, like, you know, have a more put together image. So that's something that I really want to work on this year. And I got some projects lined up this year that I think you guys will really enjoy. So be on the lookout for a couple acting endeavors, some non-acting / content related endeavors. And another big one is I really want to establish more of a like personal connection with you guys, just in terms of like, you know, you guys knowing a little bit more about like me beyond the surface level content. Like, don't get me wrong, like all of what I post is me down. It never gave anybody else. You know what I'm saying? But that's still just like my humorous side, or that's like the social side of me. But, you know, I also want y'all to know a little bit more about, like, you know, what makes me tick, what things go on in my personal life, what I'm interested in, and all that. So I really want that to happen this year, for us. You know what I mean? Because I feel like there's like a certain level of disconnect just because of my lack of consistency and the content that I post. But yeah, so that's a really big thing that I want to work on this year. So yeah, so just be on the lookout for big changes this year.
Well, you heard it here first, folks. Growth, new projects, more content, deeper connections, and hopefully a non-white boyfriend. I'm joking. But again, I want to give a big thanks to Isaiah Xavier for being on the show today. Man, fuck you and this week's show, for real. Are we done? Let's go. Cause what? Oh! Unfortunately, we've come to the end of the episode. Thank you everyone for watching the first episode of Zay's Safe Space. I've been your host, Isaac Xavier. Until next time, folks. Bye. Can someone take this Dollar General microphone off of me, please?
You had the audacity to leave your menthol cigarettes on the kitchen floor. You know how much I hate you smoking, and your asthma always acting up or a fool. You're never really on my mind.